If you think you're a Minecraft pro, you've got another thing coming. Minecraft is a big game that's always growing, and as new features are added, players are finding countless ways to improve the gaming experience. And I'm sure that there are a ton of things that you aren't doing that you definitely should be. So here it is, 29 more Minecraft things you should start doing. But super quickly, if you do end up enjoying the video, then please consider subscribing. According to Social Blade, I'm supposed to reach 800k subs. Never. So if you want to help me prove them wrong, then please subscribe. It's free, it means the world to me, and every single person who does subscribe does make a difference. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the video. Number 1. Very little things in Minecraft are as terrifying as bridging over the end. Especially when you're in hardcore mode, and one small slip up could literally mean the end of the world. But don't worry, there's a very simple way to ease that fear. If you go into the accessibility menu, you can actually change your shift key to toggle shift. This way, when you press it down, it'll stay shifted until you toggle it again, allowing you to bridge over the end islands without worrying about your fingers getting sore or falling off. Definitely super useful. Number 2. Another super scary Minecraft thing is the Nether, and what's more frightening than being set on fire and not knowing when you're gonna get extinguished? Probably my biggest source of anxiety is when I fall in lava and I'm just waiting to stop burning. Completely powerless. Well, not anymore. At the cost of a singular piece of gunpowder, you can brew splash potions of water, which once you throw will automatically extinguish any fire around you. A very useful item to keep handy whenever you're exploring the Nether. Sadly though, you can only extinguish yourself in Bedrock Edition of the game. Man, I'm jealous. Number 3. With the new extreme terrain generation, the snapshots of 1.18, and the even bigger ravines of 1.17, navigating caves is harder than ever. That being said, if you're ever on the edge of a cliff, here's a really easy way to get down. All you need are some weeping vines and some bone meal. Simply place the vines and grow them all the way down. Now you have an easy elevator that goes both upwards and downwards into your cave. Much better than ladders if I do say so myself. Number 4. Villager trading is by far one of the best ways to level up in Minecraft, but most players don't realize its untapped potential. If you aren't doing this yet, you have to get in on it. With only a few spare emeralds, if you buy glass from my librarian villager, you can then sell it in the form of glass panes to a cartographer. Because of how the prices for these deals are structured, you can buy and sell all the way up to a fortune of emeralds. Just make sure not to tell Mojang. Number 5. This might just be one of the weirdest, most unexpected life hacks on the list. According to Zylfian, a developer over at Mojang, there is code in the game that crops that are in rows separated by 1 block gaps will grow faster than normal. So maybe the villagers do know something we don't. Whether or not this is true is beyond my knowledge, however I do recommend trying it out. I mean, it is an official source after all, and what's the harm in doing so? Number 6. Something important to note whenever you're playing Minecraft is to use the right tool for the job. If you aren't aware, pickaxes are used to mine stone, axes for wood, and swords for killing. Okay, so what? Well, something you might not know and want to keep in mind is using the wrong tool actually makes it lose twice as much durability. For example, if I kill this pig with a pickaxe, that pickaxe will lose 2 durability instead of the usual 1. So even though it is easier not to switch to a shovel when you're mining, sometimes it's for the best. Number 7. If you're building something simple and creative and you want to make it taller, it definitely is a pain to have to repeat the same thing over and over. But if you want to speed that process up, here's how. Simply go to the corners of the build and place a block there and how high you want to go. Next, fill the 2 coordinates with carpet. You can see that all the holes of the design that don't fill in and break off. Next, run the same command but replace carpet with the block you want to fill. Then add the suffix replace carpet. Now run that command and boom, an upscaled version of your original structure, easy as that. Number 8. In my opinion, this is one of the coolest facts in all of Minecraft. If you're ever in need of some honey, and I mean a lot of honey in a rush, this trick could save you a lot of time. Because there isn't an actual day-night cycle in the end and Nether, bees don't actually rest when working. So the next time you're making a honey farm, build it in the end to cut some delays. It will save you a lot of time in the long run and make you seem like a genius to your friends. Trust me. Number 9. Now we all know that boats go insanely fast on ice. It's a really good way to travel, but what if I told you they aren't the only ones? Pigs with saddles also go super duper fast on ice. Plus, unlike boats, they can go on land and go up hills perfectly fine. So if you're looking for a more reliable method of transportation and you want to make your pig feel like the king of the world, try out a pig on an ice railway. It's super duper fast and you can use it on any terrain whatsoever. Number 10. Here's another command hack that will definitely help you out in the long run. Let's say for example you're building an island of some sort and you want to cover the surface in grass or dirt or podzol. Sure, you can go by hand and layer it all in, but that's gonna take ages. Instead, go to the corners of the build and fill the area above with sand. Next, clear the sand below the build by replacing it with air. Finally, with according to the corners of the build selected, use the /fill command with your block of choice and the parameter replace sand. Just like that, you'll have a nice layered island fit for use, and in a fraction of the time as well. Number 11. Using the /item replace command, you can add some pretty cool customization to your Minecraft skin. Any item that you choose to replace your head slot will automatically appear on or above your head. But there are some Easter eggs. If you use an end rod, it will appear over your head like a unicorn horn. Fence gates allow you to wear glasses, raw cod goes on the side of your head like a microphone, a bone goes in your mouth, and a lead makes a monocle. A really cool trick that you can show off to your friends with. Number 12. We all know that conduits can help us breathe underwater, and it's probably what you use them for. However, something a lot of players forget is that conduits can protect you too. If you give a conduit a fully charged frame, it will attack all hostile mobs within an 8-block radius, dealing 2 hearts every second. So if you're looking to conquer an ocean monument, building one of these will definitely make the job easier. Number 13. Building downwards with redstone can be a pain, and if you want a stylish and effective way to send redstone signals, here's how to do it. Simply make a 3x1 wall of walls as tall as you want and put a trapdoor on top. Now, place an observer at the bottom of the wall. This may not look like much at first, but this contraption actually works super well. Whenever you power the trapdoor, all the walls will get thicker and send a signal to the observer, a lightning fast and aesthetically pleasing way to do redstone. Number 14. If you're ever in the Nether and not in a rush, this trick could save you a lot of resources. We all know that Nether gold ore is pretty bountiful, however if you want to make it more worth your time, just use Silk Touch. It may seem counterintuitive at first, but you can then go and smelt that ore in a furnace. Just like regular gold ore before 1.17, instead of getting some measly gold nuggets, you can get a full gold ingot for your troubles, saving you a ton of gold and a ton of time. Number 15. This is kind of a 2-in-1 life hack if the 2 was questionable at best. If you're scared of traveling to the end and don't want to wear the annoying pumpkins, just use F5 mode or F1. By toggling perspectives or hiding the GUI, the pumpkins disappear as well, allowing you to see perfectly fine. But that's not the end of it. According to the Minecraft wiki, apparently, carved pumpkins allow you to take less damage from falling dripstone than any other helmet. Now, in my trials, I was never actually able to confirm this, however, it is something worth trying out. Number 16. The days of painting entrances are getting kind of old. At this point, whenever an experienced player sees a painting, they know something could be behind it. However, you can use this to your advantage and prank your friends. Because paintings can go on cacti, you can set up a little trap by placing a cactus directly behind a painting. So when your friends think they're a genius for trying to waltz in, they'll be greeted by a prickly surprise on the other side. Number 17. When you think useful, the furnace minecart isn't the first thing that comes to mind. It's probably the last. Most of the time, there isn't really a point in crafting these things. However, if you're out for blood and want a creative way to kill your friends, here's how. If you set up a rail track leading into a block and then put a TNT minecart on top of it, you can use a furnace minecart to make a time bomb. Simply place your fuel of choice into the furnace, and the moment it pushes the TNT minecart into a block, boom, your friends won't see it coming. Number 18. Something that's hard to find in large quantities is beehives. These things are pretty rare and no one wants to spend hours scouring the forest only for a couple of hives. Well, if you're ever in need, here's a really easy way to get them. If there's any sort of flower within 2 blocks of a sapling, whenever you grow that sapling, there's a 5% chance of generating a beehive. Using this method, you don't have to go out and about searching and can do all the hive farming from the comfort of your own home. Number 19. Spying on your friends is pretty hard, but what's a better way to do so than one-way glass? In this context, shulker boxes may not seem useful at first, but they actually prove invaluable. If you set up a shulker box in a very high platform in the air, because Minecraft treats it as an entity, people below won't be able to see it, allowing you to stand on an invisible platform and watch all those below you without a single concern of being caught. Number 20. If you're on the run in 1.17 and want an easy way to get people off your tail, here's just how to do it. If you're in a situation where you can run across a shallow body of water, pillar across with the new drip leaf. You'll be able to use it like a normal block, but right as the people behind you show up, the drip leaf will have closed, and anyone else trying to get across will fall in the water, allowing you to shake off those pesky hunters. Number 21. If you want a really cool trick that will definitely blow your friends away, here's a really good one you should try out. If you set up this contraption made of sticky pistons, obsidian, and slime blocks, then place a sand block on top, it'll float in mid-air, creating this weird levitating anomaly. Not only that, you can then place a lever or button below that sand. Now generally these blocks can't hold up gravity blocks, however due to the supernatural nature of our sand block here, it all works out. So is the lever holding up the sand, or is the sand holding up the lever? The world will never know. Number 22. While we all know that paintings can hide secret entrances, they have another secret use that you might not be aware of. If you want to hide from your friends or some hunters, you'll be happy to know that paintings can actually hide name tags. So hiding in a room surrounded by paintings above the ground will allow you to conceal your name tag without anyone else knowing you're there. A super useful spy hack to keep yourself concealed. Number 23. We all have that one buddy that just won't let go of their shield when PvPing, and if like myself you aren't a pro at the game, this can be pretty hard to get around, but it doesn't have to be. The piercing enchantment for crossbows allows the arrows to go through multiple entities, and shields are one of those. So if you enchant your good old bow with piercing, it'll bypass the shield and go right for the player. Your friend won't know what hit him. Number 24. Quartz is a pretty neat building block, however if you're playing on a multiplayer server, sometimes it isn't the best choice due to its low blast resistance. However, if you still want to utilize the texture but a bit more safely, use slabs. The weak blast resistance of quartz doesn't actually translate to its slabs. If you make a wall, do it out of these things instead of full blocks, you'll be less vulnerable to attacks. Plus, outsiders won't be able to tell the difference. Seems like a win-win to me. Number 25. If you're looking to smelt something very early game and don't have any coal, while that oak log you just cut down might be tempting, it isn't the best choice. Instead, convert that same log into 4 planks. The 4 planks able to smelt significantly more items, 4 times as many to be exact, saving you a ton of resources in the process. Plus, you can also turn that second log into charcoal, and there you go. Number 26. While eggs and snowballs no longer do damage in Minecraft, one projectile still does. Ender pearls. Something you might not know is that throwing an ender pearl at something actually hurts it, albeit just a little. So if you're ever in the end and don't have a good way to take out the crystals, just kill a few endermen. You can chuck the pearls at the crystals and explode them without taking much damage. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Number 27. Cauldrons, while being a pretty useless block, actually have a very practical purpose. They can undye nearly anything you've colored. Want to rebrand a shulker box? Dump it in a cauldron and boom, back to purple. Want to reset a banner? Boom, in a cauldron, back to base colored. You can also clean any armor if that comes up as well. Not so useless after all. Number 28. Something you might not know and might come in handy in the future is the boost that minecart chests get is dependent on the contents they're holding. For example, when going over a powered rail, an empty minecart chest will be able to travel another 64 blocks, because it's light. However, if that same chest was full, the minecart would only be able to travel 16 blocks. So the next time you're making an advanced storage system, keep in mind how many items you're going to be transporting. It might just end up saving you a few rails. Number 29. Last but not least, this one's for bedrock users. Man, am I jealous. A pretty niche hack, but whenever I want to make a stone cutter, it's always a pain having to smelt up smooth stone for the job. But if you're on bedrock, you can actually make a stone cutter out of any stone variant, such as diorite, granite, and andesite, saving you some time and giving these blocks another use. But hey, that's that. Those are 29 more Minecraft things you should start doing. I know a bunch of people dislike this series because it's a little less personal, but I still really enjoy finding the facts and presenting them. Not to mention it does really well. However, that wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you did enjoy. It means a lot to me. And peace out. Have a good one. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time.